into position for this. I can kind of see myself in the reflection here, so that's actually really nice. For recording. Whoops. I'm recording my voice memo on my iPad today, so hopefully it sounds okay. If it doesn't, I do apologize, but I can't fix that. I'm trying out new things because my phone is really old and it doesn't have storage anymore. I also have my chapstick ready to go. We got the Blistex chapstick prepared and ready because my lips get so chapped while I'm doing this. Anyway, okay, it's another Friday, another day to film the podcast. Welcome back. I hope you are doing, sorry, my phone, everything's going off. There's a lot of notifications happening right now. Okay, anyway, we are back with another podcast episode, second podcast episode. Still haven't thought of a name yet. Probably am not going to think of a name for a while, so y'all are just going to have to kind of deal with that. I apologize. Anyway, lighting is a little different for this video, and the background's kind of changed. I have been redoing my room. I've low-key been doing a lot of stuff recently. I've been very busy. I have been doing horse shows. I went to Maine. I've been redoing my room. I've been working on art because I have to be ready to do a vendor booth in like a week. And I've been training for my half marathon, obviously, so it's been a very busy time. And also, I do have more than 3rd through 4th through 6th. All my 1st, 2nd, and champions are up there. I'm not a loser. It's just how it's organized. It's just how it looks. But, so that's why the lighting's a little different. I hope it's not too crazy. It'll just take, because I took all my LEDs down, because obviously I bought them in like 2020 and they're all broken, so I took them down. I'm gonna have to put up like new lights. I'm probably gonna get a sunset lamp, which I'm like laughing at myself a little bit because the LED to sunset lamp was like the modern version of it, and now I'm finally gonna get one after being like, I'm never gonna let go of my LEDs. No, those bitches are broken. I had to let go of them. I couldn't keep dealing with them. Like, literally, I had them all around my room, and the strip from, like, my door to there worked, and that was it. So I'm gonna get a sunset lamp and get some, like, little, like, light bulb type things that can change color, because I think those will look cuter. Anyway, there's a lot of yapping, very quick yapping. Oh my god, I'm about to go on a whole tangent about, you can see like my CDs and stuff all from 2020. I could go on a whole tangent about LED lights in 2020 and like losing the color and all that stuff, but I'm not going to because that's not what this episode is about. So that's what I've been up to recently, and then kind of the filming schedule I'm thinking for the podcast, because I want to try and get it up weekly, even when I'm not able to get like regular videos up and shorts up. Obviously, I took a bit of a hiatus, as I said in my last podcast episode. I'm working on a few videos right now. One is, like, ready to be edited, and I have been editing it. And then the other one is, like, I'm working on it kind of over the weeks because I'm having to film it. So it just takes a while to get all of that stuff out. But the filming schedule for this podcast will be, I'll probably film on like Fridays and then post these on Wednesdays or Thursdays. I'm not sure yet because I kind of want to move my regular video schedule to posting on Mondays so that I have Sunday to edit them, post them Monday morning sort of thing, or Monday like lunchtime. I don't know. We'll kind of see. But anyway, that's kind of the intro. I just wanted to share what I've been doing and kind of why I've been so busy. And I'm low-key still getting used to this whole, like, content creation thing, like, you know, posting on Instagram, and, like, I don't have TikTok, don't have Instagram on my phone, which is something that we will get into. But I'm getting used to, like, I need to just, I still have to be, like, videoing and taking pictures and, like, all of that stuff. And I do enjoy it. It's just hard to get into the habit of doing it and, like, editing all that stuff. Like, it's it's more work than I thought it was gonna be, but, like, you know, I enjoy it. It's fun, so whatever. And also, I am not working as hard as some people. Like, I am fine. Nobody feel bad for me. Not that anybody was feeling bad for me. Okay, on to the first topic of this podcast. Once again, filming at 9:30 and everybody is going to sleep, so I might start talking quieter, but also, I don't know, I might just keep talking at a regular tone. Okay, so, for my first, topic here, I think my mom literally just went to bed. Whoops. For my first topic here, I'm gonna talk about my this feels so stupid to say out loud, but my obsession, oh, I have a hair in my mouth. My obsession with Benson Boone, and his new song. I kind of wanted to talk about this because everybody hates Benson Boone. Ooh, that was disgusting. I apologize. I'm about to get very heated about this because it's a passionate topic for me. And, you know, Brittany Broski can't talk about famous people anymore because she knows all of them, so I'm about to fill that. I'm about to fill that hole. I'm gonna start talking about famous people now. Anyway, everybody famously, like, hates Benson Boone, and I don't know why. Like, I get that people think he's some sort of, like, industry plant, like, blah, 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 blah. But I feel like his music is, like, fine. Like, it's not anything bad, you know? Like, when, especially, like, some of his older songs, like, those are very good. I thought Mr. Electric Blue was great. I thought, you know, Mystical Magical, Boom Beam Butt Cheeks, like, it gets old after a little bit, after it's been played on the radio, but I feel like that's kind of every song. But I don't know, I just, like, I like him, bruh, he's funny. He's funny, and he looks kind of cute, though, but I guess is he dating Alex Earl, I think her name is? I don't know, because literally, okay, so his song just came out, what you call it, The Time of My Life, or Having the Time of My Life? The Time of My Life. I can't remember what the full name is. It just came out like a day ago. And it's technically about his ex. So if he is with Alex, if I was her, I would be running scared. I'd be like, boy, get your ass to therapy. Because men will do anything but go to therapy. Like, my boy will write a song about how he wants to go back to her and realizes that he just, like, can't because he knows that it's, like, not right for him or whatever. I digress. I loved his new song. I thought, and I can't play it because I will get copyrighted. Copyrighted? I don't know how to say that in the past tense. I will get a copyright strike or whatever or something, or they'll give me a warning if I do play it. But if you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. I really like the song. I really like the music video. Genuinely one of my top 3 songs. And with Benson Boone, he's just so cute. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just thinking about him. Sorry. I don't know what came over me. I don't try to get this way about men. I try and stay very calm and collected, but there's just something about Benson Boone, and you know what? He's cute, and I will allow myself to freak out a little bit over him because I'm never gonna meet him, so it doesn't matter. I don't remember what I was talking about. What was I talking about? His new song? What was I saying about his new song? Oh! My top 3. Sorry, I'm talking quickly today. I just ate my dinner. I had tofu, lentil chips, and the true fru. It was great. It was very much girl dinner because I didn't have to cook anything, but I still ate a good sized portion because girl dinner shouldn't be starving yourself. Anyway, different tangent. Back to the main tangent. My top 3 Benson Boone songs. Mr. Electric Blue, Sorry I'm Here for Someone Else, Time of My Life. I think. Now, I feel like these are interchangeable depending on my... I feel like these are interchangeable depending on my mood, but I really... Wait, sorry guys. I really do like Mr. Electric Blue. I don't know why it didn't get good hype. I thought it was a really fun song. Ooh, Mr. Electric Blue. Definitely won't get copyright stricken for that. Why do I do this, bro? I don't know why I have so much energy right now. Like, the last podcast episode, I was like, hey guys, welcome to my pod. I want to talk about books and running and blah, 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 blah. And today I feel like I'm just like, Benson Boone and the girl dinner and oh my god. I don't know what happened. I don't know what came over me. I'm just so with it today. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, I feel like those are my top 3. I feel they are interchangeable depending on my mood, how I'm feeling that day, what I've been listening to, what's happened. But I definitely would say this is like one of my favorite songs of his. I felt like I like his songs that kind of, making sure my camera's probably about to go out, but I kind of like the songs like I'm Sorry I'm Here for Someone Else is like it leads up to a bigger, not chorus, but like stronger verse in a sense. Okay, I'm nervous. Okay. Yeah, so my voice recordings are saying my street for some reason. I don't know why that's happening. I like his songs that kind of, lead up to like a bigger or stronger verse, which I feel like this one kind of does, where it's like it gets stronger at the end. I really like that, and I feel like it's different than kind of what we've been getting, because we were getting a lot of like TikTok songs, I'll say, where it's like you get one verse or the bridge that's really, really good, and then the rest of it is just kind of like, okay, like I'll listen to it. Like, if I had to give an example, and I still like the song, I still listen to it, but Say So by Doja Cat, I felt like there was that one verse that was like very like TikTok, and then everything else wasn't, and I'm sure there's so many other examples that I cannot think of right now, but that's kind of what I would say for that, and that's why I really like his new song, because it kind of has that feeling, and I feel like it really plays into his vocals a lot better than some of his other music does. Like Mystical Magical. I feel really silly every time I say that. Mystical Magical, he shows off his vocals pretty well in those songs, or like in most of his songs, but he sounds a lot better when he's singing these like deep and heartfelt these like, I guess like slower songs, like where you can kind of like elongate everything and kind of put more feeling into it, because Mystical Magical, he's mystical magical, and you're not really, there's not a lot of feeling behind those. Moonbeam Ice Cream, Taking Off Your Blue Jeans, like there's not much to say. Or there's something to say, I guess. Taking Off Your Blue Jeans, Dancing at the Movies. But there's not a lot of feeling behind those, and I feel like, Beautiful Things, Sorry I'm Here for Someone Else, and The Time of My Life are all songs where there's a lot of feeling behind them. And yeah, I believe all about his ex. So I'd low-key be a little scared if I was a girl getting with him, because I'd be like, boy, are you not over her yet? And I'm pretty sure she cheated on him. I don't know. I don't know these things. I don't keep up with the popular media. Pop culture, I mean. But anyway, so I'd be a little nervous about that. But I still love him. I still think he's great and awesome and super cool, and I love his music, and I don't get the hate. If anybody wants to explain the Benson Boone hate to me, freaking do it, because I don't understand it. I don't get it. I feel like he's a chill guy, and he's funny, and he has ripped abs. It's just like, I can see it in front of me right now. I'm like picturing it. Now I've distracted myself with Benson Boone's washboard abs. Anyway, but yeah, that's kind of what I think on that. I feel like it's one of his better songs. I feel like he gets to play into the feelings a little bit, and I like that kind of build-up of the verses. Anyway, on to the next topic. I wanted to talk about, so I live in a state, as most people do. But I live in a state where there's been so many frequent weather changes, and it's been like so weird, and I'm the type of person where I have to like acclimate to the weather, just like in general. Like, I don't know, like I just need to like, if it's gonna be hot, like, I need it to gradually get hot. If it's gonna be cold, I need it to gradually get cold. And even with the cold, I do pretty badly once it gets really cold. I just start freezing to death. I run very cold myself, so if it gets below, like, 60, I'm probably in 3 blankets and a hoodie. I don't know why that happens to me. Fall and, like, Christmas time are still, like, my favorite times of the year, even though I'm, like, freezing cold no matter what I'm doing, and I'm probably miserable when I'm not focused on something that is fall or winter. And I could go on about my fall obsession for an entire podcast episode. I won't do it now, because that's not what this is about, but that is a tangent I can go on. Yes, I am a millennial grandma, old person, knitting, fall, book reading, Gen Z, doesn't go outside. I don't even know what I'm listing anymore. I'm just one of those people, you know? Like, you know those, like, videos that you'll get that's like, I'm Twilight, Gilmore Girls, I'm forgetting everything else, Teen Wolf, like, you know what I mean? And it's like that list of like, and it's just like, while showing like the Pacific Northwest, and then like pumpkins, and then like, I am in autumn. That's me. That's me. Sorry, I keep touching my eyes. I like don't know what to do with my hands, and I need to put them down. I need to, but I won't. I'll keep touching my face. And it's why I have so much acne, is because I keep touching my face. No, I get stress acne. It's hormonal. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the weather changes have been crazy. It goes from like 60 and raining to 101. And it's been horrific and so weird, and I don't even remember why I wrote this down. I think I was just so mad about it that I was just like, I need to talk about this on my next podcast episode immediately, because everybody cares about the weather where I live. I care. I do care. It's just not, it's just like, I don't know, like, wherever you guys are, like, if it's kind of that same thing of like, it's just been like fluctuating so much, and it's like, it's obviously because of climate change, like, that's why this is happening. That's why we had such a mild winter, but it's actually horrific. And like, I don't know if, like, for you guys, like, if you guys are able to acclimate to it quicker, or, like, if it just sucks for you as well. I just feel like I'm stuck in this loop of, like, I am not acclimating at all. I'm just, like, kind of suffering every single time the weather changes, because I don't even sweat that much normally, but now every time it gets hot, I'm like, I can't do this. Like, normally I'm, like, thriving in 100-degree normally I'm thriving in 100-degree weather and I'm just laying there baking and enjoying it, but now I'm baking in like 88 and I'm like, this is not me, bro. I am not him right now. Like, I don't even know. But so that's kind of, I literally just needed to go on a tangent about the weather changes because they've been annoying me so much. But yeah, let me know if it's been crazy weather where you guys are, if you're having a hard time acclimating, if it's literally just uncomfortable. I think that's the worst thing. It's just uncomfortable. The weather changes are just uncomfy. Anyway, that was like a small side tangent that I really wanted to get off my chest and talk to somebody about. Next topic of conversation. Sorry if I keep going like this. I'm just checking to make sure that my camera's still recording. Next topic of conversation. I deleted TikTok and Instagram off of my phone. This is like the third time I've done it. So let's not give me any... Actually, yeah, guys, applaud me. I'm awesome. No, like, this isn't groundbreaking or anything. It was just too much. And it's still too much having it on my iPad, but I'm trying to treat it more as work, per se, which is hard, because I do know someone personally that is an influencer, that is their job, like, I know her well, and, you know, she has to kind of have Instagram on her phone so that she can post constantly, and, you know, do stories and reels and all of that stuff to make sure that she's consistently engaging. And it's difficult because I'm trying to learn to consistently engage currently while not just doom scrolling. You know, because I think she's learned, you know, as it's like fully her job to be able to find that kind of difference between like, okay, I'm gonna go on here, I'm gonna post this story, I'm gonna, you know, link these things, versus I'm gonna go on here and I'm not gonna have a clear plan of what I'm doing. So that's kind of why I ended up deleting Instagram, because I was kind of thinking, hey, I'm gonna move it onto my iPad. While I might not be able to post consistently or throughout the day, I can still post at the end of the day. I can kind of have a plan going into it, knowing what I want to post from the day. Versus just like getting on Instagram on my phone, saying I'm going to post a story or whatever, and then not actually doing it, or saying I'm going to go check like reels or shorts, or like post a short or something like that, and then not actually doing that. Okay. Also, I want to address the fact that this is Callie Hart's Brimstone and not, like, the Bible or something. Just so we're all aware of that fact. Anyway, so I felt it would be helpful, and I've deleted Instagram before, and then I actually re-downloaded it when I went to college, because everybody was like, what's your name? What's your major? Where are you from? What's your Instagram? Those were like the 4 most asked questions I got ever. So I re-downloaded Instagram so that I could talk to people. Didn't end up talking to anyone on Instagram and just ended up doom scrolling. So my phone was out. So I just ended up deleting it off my phone. And that came after I deleted TikTok. A TikTok was just like I posted lip syncing videos on there, which is like, it sounds so stupid to say out loud, but I was a Musical.ly kid, like, I don't give a gaff, bro. I've been there, I've seen it, I've done it. So I was posting lip syncing videos on there, but I wasn't posting anything that had to do with my content. And in my description, it does still say, like, follow me on TikTok, and that's because I'm hoping to maybe post on TikTok, like, on, like, my browser or something, but it's just not worth it to me right now to try and keep up with TikTok. You know, as I'm trying to grow this, I'm trying to kind of focus on, like, a few things at a time versus focusing on, like, everything at once. So, like, even Instagram, I don't really promote my YouTube as much, just because, like, I don't know, I do this for fun. I'm not trying to gain, like, a huge, you know, I would like, it would be great if I gained a huge following, but I'm by no means trying to, like, get rich quick scheme, like, make this a job immediately off the bat. Like, I'd more just like to grow it as it comes. If it works out, it works out. If it ends up just being for fun for the rest of my life, just however I want to do it, I think that's great as well. You know, this is mostly for me, so that's kind of why I don't end up promoting it. I'm trying to stay active on Instagram just to, you know, if people see me from YouTube and go and follow my Instagram, they can kind of, there's still that little bit of activeness and a little bit of like, hey, this is what I'm up to, you know, so it's not just dead, but there's not so much promotion on it. I am still trying to treat it like a job though, because I do have my art account on there, plug at My Daniel Studio, go follow it. I have a little bit of an art business, sort of. So that's kind of why I put it onto my iPad, to use it as work, and I think it's helped. I think there's still a little bit of a problem with doom scrolling, even having it on my iPad, just because I do keep my iPad with me fairly often. And it is kind of where I do all of my content work, all of my, like everything that I do digitally for art. I'm a traditional painter, but obviously all my spreadsheets, commissions, everything is done digitally. I take a lot of notes on here, plan a lot of, videos, artworks, everything. A lot of stuff gets done on my iPad, basically. So it makes it difficult because I still find myself sometimes getting stuck in that rut of just kind of like, oh wow, that's so oh wow, that's so funny. You know, like I'm sitting there looking like a dingus. But I will say it's definitely cut down on my time. It's harder to pull out an iPad and Dream Scroll. It's harder to pull out an iPad and doom scroll than it is to pull out a phone. And I think it's been really helpful. I've definitely spent a lot more time doing other things, and, you know, having it on my iPad, whenever I'm kind of doom scrolling on my iPad, because it's my work, where I do my work, I feel like, oh, I'm being, like, lazy. Like, I don't know, it kind of forces you into feeling like, oh, like, this iPad space is for working, not for doing this, so I really need to get back to work and do something else. And that, I feel like that kind of goes with the idea of, like, separating your spaces, like having a work phone and a personal phone. And that's something I've talked about in my other videos, and I think it absolutely applies to this, because on my phone, Instagram didn't feel like work. It felt like, oh, this is what I'm, you know, this is where I scroll and look at what my friends are doing, what random people are doing, all of that. But I absolutely think that having it on my iPad makes it a workspace and makes it a place where I'm like, oh, I go on here to post a story or keep updated on, you know, something new, or, you know, post for my art account, anything like that. And deleting TikTok, I think it was just like, it wasn't doing anything for me. You know, there was things on there that I just, like, I didn't want to see, and it would, like, ruin my mood, and, like, it would suggest to me people that I was like, bro, there's a reason I unfollowed this person. I don't want to see what they are posting. Please stop. And it would just keep promoting it to me, and I was like, it wasn't beneficial for me. And I'm not saying this to be like, everybody needs to delete TikTok and Instagram. I'm just kind of sharing, like, I think it was helpful, and, I hope kind of the ramble I went on about Instagram made sense, and, it was kind of a useful tool for me to switch it over to my iPad. And TikTok, it's just, like, it wasn't necessary. I think it's kind of the idea of, like, you know, everybody's trying to get off their phones more, and I think really just deleting the apps is the best way to do it. I mean, honestly, like, you can do all of those screen locks and, you know, turn your phone black and white and make it a basic phone and blah, 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 or, you know, have app limits and your phone turns off, or you put it in a different room. But honestly, the best thing that works is just to delete it off your phone. I have tried all of those other ways of doing it. I have tried every single method of... There was something in my teeth. That's actually really embarrassing if I had something in my teeth this whole time. Anyway, I've tried every method. I've put my phone across the room. I've put it in a different room. I have put it in a box. I have put screen time. I made it black and white. I made it, so I have like a bedtime so I can't do certain things. I made it so somebody else had the screen time password, but it just like, it never worked. I would still, you find a way around it. It really is an addiction. Like, there is, it's meant to be addicting. That's how they made it. I don't blame anyone for, doom scrolling or watching this stuff all the time. That is literally what they made it to do. But my 2 cents is I have tried all of those things. You just have to delete it. You have to get rid of it. The only reason I have it on my iPad is genuinely for work. And I like to see what my friends are up to. I have an equestrian account so I can see what my barn friends are up to and I can keep updated with my barn. So I'm not saying you have to like get rid of it completely, but removing it from your phone and viewing it on a computer or something like that, I think is very beneficial and allows you to separate it more and stop doom scrolling as much. So that was a very long but hopefully precise ramble on deleting TikTok and Instagram and kind of my 2 cents on what will work best for you. And obviously you kind of have to experiment with it, but as somebody that tried everything, deleting it is the best way to go. I even had to delete YouTube because I was scrolling YouTube shorts. It was getting bad. It was getting really bad. I felt really embarrassed by it. So I deleted YouTube off my phone as well. But anyway, that is the pod for today. Talked about Benson Boone, my obsession with him, of course. His new song, the weather changes that have been occurring in my state currently. And I do live in the PNW, the Pacific Northwest, so if y'all live along this coast, you'll know what I'm talking about. And which is also why I love fall. I live in the area of fall. That was like a tangent from 10 minutes ago in this episode. And we talked about deleting TikTok and Instagram. I hope me talking quickly wasn't jarring from last episode because, oh my god, I had so much more energy to film this podcast episode, and low-key, I filmed 2 episodes. This isn't my favorite filming yet. I will work on lighting and all of that. Maybe my next pod, maybe not. I have a lot of stuff going on. I have to work on art, prepare for my next horse show. What else am I doing? Oh, I'm traveling. I'm gonna go see the Savannah Bananas with my friend tomorrow, which will be fun. I'll talk about that in the next podcast. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope, maybe something helped you out. Maybe you had fun just listening to me talk about freaking Benson Boone and his songs, or maybe you could relate to the weather changes, or maybe my big tangent on deleting social media was helpful. But whatever you got from this episode, a motorcycle is going by outside. But whatever you got from this episode, that is all for today, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are having a good night, morning, midday, afternoon, middle of the night, 3 a.m., witching hour, whatever time it is. I hope you're having a good time. But that is all for me. Hopefully a video will be up soon. If not, this podcast should be up Wednesday. And then the next one will be up the next Wednesday, because that's how a schedule works. Bye!